Friends, sometimes the questions we least expect, they uncover the truths we most need. For me, it was this: I don't push hard because of pressure. I push hard because of purpose. So here's my question for you. What's really driving you? Are you ready to unlock growth, build resilience, and confidently take the next step in leadership, career, and faith? Welcome to The Next Move. I'm Orvin Kimbrough, a CEO, author, and leader with a passion for helping people and organizations thrive. My journey from foster care to CEO has fueled my mission to help professionals scale their confidence, leadership, and influence through mindset shifts, expanded networks, and bold action. Each week, I'll share reflections ripped straight from my blog to inspire and empower you with actionable insights. Let's get started and make your next move your best move. Sometimes one unexpected question can stop you in your tracks, not because it's hard to answer, but because it forces you to face a deeper truth. For me, it's a question I've been asked more than once by the people closest to me, my wife, my kids, mentees, even colleagues. Why do you push yourself so hard? Welcome back to The Next Move, the podcast where we explore faith, leadership, and personal growth to help you take your next step with purpose and confidence. Folks, I'm your host, Orvin Kimbrough. I'm so grateful that you've stopped by. That question, why do you push yourself so hard? That question, why do you push yourself so hard? It isn't meant to challenge me. It usually comes from a place of love, of concern, even curiosity. But every time I hear it, it stops me in my tracks. Normally, I might give the answer most people expect: legacy. I want to make sure I leave something meaningful for my family in the short time I have on this earth. And that's true. Legacy has always been important to me. But there was one time sitting with someone close to me. He was interviewing me when I didn't say that. Instead, I said something that surprised even me. I said, because I don't want to let God down. The moment those words left my mouth, one scripture came rushing to my mind in Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all of your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. That verse reframed everything for me. My drive isn't about pressure. It's about purpose. It's about honoring the God who carried me from foster care to the boardroom, who placed people in my path when I didn't have the pedigree, the credentials, or the connections. The truth is, that answer had been living quietly in the background of my life for years. It was the soundtrack during late night study sessions, uphill climbs, and those moments when quitting would have been easier. I think back. I think back to one night early in my career. I was alone in the office after everyone else had gone home. My head was in my hands. I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. And I honestly thought about walking away. But then I remembered the people who had believed in me and the God who had carried me this far. That night, I didn't quit. I stayed. I worked on. I pressed on. Looking back, I realized pressure would have made me quit, but purpose kept me going. Pressure is like sprinting. You burn fast and fade quickly. Purpose is like distance running. It sustains you. It sustains you for the long haul. So here's a leadership truth. As leaders, we talk a lot about vision. We talk a lot about strategy, and we talk a lot about execution. But none of that will sustain us if we don't know what's really driving us. Pressure can drive performance for a season. Come on now. You know this, but only purpose drives transformation for a lifetime. Legacy, folks, matters. Legacy matters, but purpose sustains. So maybe you've had a moment like I did where your own words, the words that you uttered surprised you and pointed to a truth you hadn't named yet. So let me ask you, what quietly, what's quietly driving you? What's quietly driving you that you haven't named yet? Let me ask you, is it pressure or is it purpose? Let me ask you, would you be proud? Would you be proud to say it aloud? Would you be proud to say it aloud? Would you be proud to say it aloud? Because when you can name it, you can harness it. And when you can harness it, you can lead not just from pressure, but from transformation. Friends, sometimes the questions we least expect uncover the truths. They uncover the truths we most need. For me, it was this. I don't push hard because of pressure. I push hard because of purpose. So here's my question for you. What's really driving you? Thanks for listening to The Next Move. If this episode encouraged you, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe and leave a review. It helps others find this community of faith, leadership, and growth. And remember, pressure fades. Purpose, my friend, purpose endures. Make today great. Thank you for tuning in to The Next Move. I hope today's reflection inspired you to take the next step in your leadership, career, or faith journey. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need a little encouragement this week. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you'd like more reflections or resources, visit orvinkimbrough.com or theaccidentalbanker.com. Until next time, remember, every step you take brings you closer to thriving. Let's keep moving forward together.